What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. It's freaking freezing in the UK. So damn cold, minus something. I hate winters. I just can't stand them. I can't wait for the summer to come just to see sunshine, positive vibes, and all the good things. We are currently on the test server, guys, and in today's video, I'm definitely gonna have fun doing this video. We're gonna beat all the content in the game only with the exclusive daily login champions. So we have 5 exclusive login champions so far, okay? We have a Ninja, we have Ultimate Death Knight, we have Rhonda, which is still available for a grab, we have Deliana, and we have no one else but Alexander the Sharpshooter. We're gonna try the dungeons, Spider, Ice Golem, Fire Knight, Dragon. We're gonna do the clan boss. We're gonna see what sort of results we're gonna be able to get in there. We're gonna do Hydra clan boss as well. And this should kind of like give us an idea of what these champions are capable of. And of course, we're gonna get to appreciate them a bit more because some of them are so unique. They're so powerful, guys. Like, we're really gonna see them in the right spotlight in today's video. Now, when we are doing Hydra, because we need to have 6 champions instead of 5 guys, what I'm gonna do, the referral program, right? So we have Jamarsa. This champion can be collected by anyone who plays the game. You gotta do a bit of extra work, but you can get Jamarsa for free by creating 3 referral accounts or by inviting 3 friends and just reach level 10 on each one of them, which will probably take you around 15 minutes, okay? And you're gonna put your hand on Jamarsa. That's what we're gonna use on Hydra as the 6th champion. The rest of the content is going to be completed only with these 5 champions. Now, unfortunately, some of these champions, like Ninja, is not available anymore. Alexander the Sharpshooter is not available anymore. And Rhonda won't be available from the 28th of February, if I'm not mistaken. Ultimate Death Knight can be summoned from shards. Deliana can be summoned from shards. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Now, what I want to mention is that I do have my max Great Hall. You see, I have empowerment on some of the champions. I do have awakening on a couple of them. The gear is not really ascended, so I haven't pushed them to maximum capacity in terms of stats. I haven't gave them my most powerful gear on the account either. And I haven't went full damage on most of them because we are doing clan boss. We need to have some sort of survivability. And for dungeons as well, we really need to have some survivability, at least on the Ice Golem, the Fire Knight. I'm gonna do stage 20 on each one of the dungeons. Stage 25, unfortunately, is a bit too hardcore. What I wanna show you guys, right? So let's crack on it. This might be a slightly longer video because we gotta cover so much content. The Iron Twins Fortress is Force Affinity today, and I have 3 magic champions. It's gonna be extremely, extremely hard to beat it. I could probably beat some of these stages, 7, 8, 9, or 10, around there. I won't be able to beat stage 15 with this team. And the whole idea is we are lacking a lot of important buffs. We are lacking a lot of important debuffs if we wanna succeed and smash all the content in the game. But hey, we're gonna see how far we can actually get with it. We're gonna start with the Dragon's Lair. This is the easiest dungeon in the game. I'm gonna show you the builds after, guys. So we're gonna do stage 20 on each one of the dungeons. Stage 25 again is Force Affinity. We might be able to cut it off. I'm a bit worried about the waves, considering that we don't really have a reviver, and I feel like we're not really there. You know, we're not really there. We might give it a go at the end if we're still feeling the vibe. But let's have a look at what they're gonna do, and I can guarantee you guys that you will be surprised to see the results at the end for each one of the dungeons and the damage. I really want you guys to appreciate Rhonda. Like, that passive and everything that she brings in terms of damage is absolutely brilliant. And another thing that I haven't actually noticed yet is Alexander the Sharpshooter's animation for the freeze. It's actually amazing. It's like blowing some dust to you and it freezes you. Like the condensation, the ice is just looking so nice, that animation, you know. Awesome stuff. This is a pretty straightforward dungeon, right? Like, we're gonna melt the dragon. No doubt in here. We have the HP burn. I do have Brimstone on Ninja, which is definitely gonna help us quite a bit in all the content. But Ronda with that passive, man, in your corner and just ultimate Dead Knight tanking for us all the time. Even the Liana just bringing all the important things. They really make you appreciate the champions a bit more, you know, like that passive in your corner just constantly proccing is awesome. Ninja doing so much damage. Like, we already know how powerful Ninja is, but just having a look at a full team created with all these champions without bringing anyone else to do the job, to carry our team, is definitely showing their true potential, you know. Like, check this out. 1 minute 26, Dragon Slayer stage 20, and look at the damage, right? We have Ninja with 1.2 million, and then you have Ronda with 1.4 million almost. It's definitely very, very impressive to see that. Ninja does have a +3 empowerment. He has a 5+ on the Awakening, and Ronda has none of those crazy things. Very, very impressive. I'm actually gonna give it a go and see if we can do stage 25 as well, because I'm just feeling it. I feel like a bit more confident with the team. I'm a bit worried on the waves though. I'm not gonna lie. Luckily, we have Ninja with the freeze. If we're not getting weak hits, that could potentially allow us to beat this as well, you know. We don't have any increased attack. What's very nice is that whenever they are single target attacking us, Ultimate Death Knight tanks for our magic champions. That helps a lot on the waves, and it's gonna help a lot on the Fire Knight as well. You're gonna get to see that and really appreciate the Ultimate Death Knight's passive. The reason why I kind of wanted to do a similar video like this is because every time we are getting a free champion like this, not everybody, but a massive amount of people are always kind of like complaining, this champion is trash, this champion doesn't do nothing, and every single time it turns out to be wrong, you know. Like, was the same with Ninja, was the same with Ultimate Death Knight, now was the same with Ronda. Everybody saying, no, they're just overhyped, they're not great champions, and you're still seeing them used even today. Ultimate Death Knight is a freaking monster in Arena. Ronda, she's a freaking monster in Arena. Like, I'm using her on the very top 20, top 30 Platinum Arena during Reset to help me deal with some of the problems, and a lot of other people do. Ninja is one of the best DPS champions in the entire game, and we're talking about PvE content, you know. It's true, Alexander the Sharpshooter is not that impressive. I love that animation though. Deliana, she's very strong for progression. And yes, I probably get the idea with those two champions. But the other three, I feel like a lot of people were so wrong about them. And I was reading a Facebook post the other day, somebody saying that they fed the Ronda from mistake. I'm not sure how you're doing that because the champions are locked. And then a lot of people commenting, haha, I fed my Ninja. Well, I bet that they're regretting that, you know. In your corner, just look at that. Just coming in, bringing in the extra work. Ronda, again, in your corner, we can definitely count on her. That actually helps us a lot. Now, we don't have a defense down here. An HP burn would be amazing to help us with that secret skill. Having the Brimstone is very powerful. And if you get lucky as well to bring in some Ascended gear, if you go lucky with it and you actually got some nice stats on it, that will make them even more powerful, you know. And everything that we're going to try today is going to be much easier. But hey, seems like we are going to smash stage 25, even though we have 3 magic champions. I was a bit worried about the affinity, honestly. But very, very impressive to see that we are smashing it. It's not very fast. It's not very fast because it took us a while to kill the waves. We're getting a lot of weak hits. We don't have poisons in here. But it's still crazy, crazy damage. Like, look at that. We're just melting the secret skill on the boss. And yeah, I mentioned it probably already, but Brimstone is very, very effective on dungeon bosses. 325k damage from there, you know. And I'm curious to see if here Ronda out damages Ninja actually, because she's getting tons of weak hits. That Brimstone is definitely going to bring a lot of damage for Ninja. And here we are, yes. So Ninja out damage Ronda here by quite a bit, but 3 minutes and 19 seconds, Dragon Slayer stage 25. Very, very impressive to see that is all done with the daily login champions, the exclusive daily login champions, right? I'm mentioning exclusive because it's very important to know that. Let's go over to the next dungeon. Now, if we're gonna move over to the spider dungeon, and you know what? That stage 25 on the Dragon Slayer got me excited. We're gonna do stage 25 on the spider. One very important thing to know, guys, is that we are lacking all the mechanics that we need for the spider dungeon, okay? We do have HP burn, but it's only gonna be on 3 targets. It's not gonna be very effective. We do not have enemy max HP damage, and we do not have turn meter manipulation. And that is definitely gonna be a massive setback. But in this fight, you're definitely gonna get to appreciate how powerful Ultimate Death Knight really is. Mainly because he's gonna tank for the team like no one else in the game. He is so damn unique. And yeah, I definitely feel bad for whoever missed on him. The good part is that we can still pull Ultimate Death Knight from shards. They actually done they've done a tournament where we were able to win the champion. Every time somebody attacks one of my champions, he's gonna tank with the passive, right? Especially for the spiderlings. This might be a slightly slower fighting here because the Spider Queen is gonna get to heal every now and then. We do not have any heal reduction. The Leech is definitely gonna be very powerful. Another thing that you guys are really gonna appreciate is in your corner, Rhonda, baby, destroying the spider. And you know why? Because the Giant Slayer proc is around 120 plus K hit. So if she procs that very, very often on her hits, she is taking down the Spider Queen on her own. Like, check that out. Triple hit there, no Giant Slayer proc is fine. Brimstone again is gonna be very, very effective. If you've been playing the game for a bit and you've been farming the Iron Twins Fortress, you've been doing Hydra, I'm 100% positive that you managed to get an awakening on one of the legendary champions to use Brimstone. 125k, that's how much is a Giant Slayer proc. War Master is slightly more, 137k. I do have Savage on Rhonda actually, so that's actually a bit more damage because of the Savage, but not a massive difference, you know. Okay, Spider Queen wrecking us. Luckily, we have attack down. You see, the HP burn on its own is not very effective because it's only on 3 spiderlings. But whenever it procs, whenever it's dealing some damage, it's definitely very helpful because it's a big chunk of HP, you know. That Leech is just so freaking powerful. Now, if I would have the Liana on a stun set here, guys, that would actually be even better. If I would target a spiderling with Ninja's A3, it's gonna freeze all of them, you know. Unfortunately, the AI on Ninja when he's on bosses is different, you know, with the A3, so we don't get to freeze the spiderlings like we would get to freeze the waves. But check that out. We managed to take the HP down to almost 50% in 2 minutes. Considering that we don't have the right mechanics for this dungeon, I feel like we're definitely doing very good. Rhonda, she's gonna start hitting 4 times now with the A1 instead of 3 times. That's gonna bring in even more damage, more Giant Slayer procs, which is beautiful. Check how Ultimate Death Knight is tanking for us. And then Rhonda coming in with all that amazing damage, just crazy. Brimstone is gonna proc as well now because the Spider Queen is gonna use the A2. It's gonna use her skill. A bit of Phantom Touch proccing here and there as well. A counter attack coming in from Rhonda. Beautiful, beautiful. A triple Giant Slayer proc in there. That was already 375k damage. We got some HP burn landing on a couple of the spiderlings in there. That's gonna bring in a bit of more damage. In your corner again. AoE damage, wrecking everybody. And this is it. This is our run, guys. Stage 25 without even having the right mechanics. Pretty impressive. Now, yes, how I mentioned, my Great Hall is maxed. A lot of these things are important. My Faction Guardians are maxed, so this will give me extra stats on my champions. But very impressive to see that I can actually beat stage 25. I was definitely not expecting that, you know. I didn't thought that the team was gonna cut it off. Stage 25, Spider's Den, 3 minutes and 51 seconds. And let's appreciate a bit that damage. Ultimate Death Knight 3.2. Deliana 6.1. Alexander the Sharpshooter 4.3 million damage. Rhonda with a 9.6 million damage, guys. And that is just nuts. All the Giant Slayer procs. the multi-hits that she's doing on the boss, plus the AoE that it goes on the spiderlings is just crazy. Ninja, 4.8 million damage. I feel like this is definitely very, very solid to see it happening. You know what? Let's move over to the next dungeon. Now, on the Ice Golem, I can guarantee you that on stage 25, we are going to get completely annihilated by the boss. The damage that he's gonna do on us if he slams is gonna be pretty nasty. We're gonna do stage 20 on the Ice Golem instead. And like this, we have a couple of 3 strong affinity champions. And we'll see where we're getting with it, you know. Who knows? Maybe we're gonna try stage 25 just for the giggles. We might be able to do that too, but I'm a bit concerned with the damage. Like, I have champions sometimes with 80, 90k HP on my team, and they're just getting obliterated by the boss. You see, Ninja's 8-3 works so much better on waves because, bang, he's freezing everybody. These beasts are not able to put a reflect damage on to wreck my entire team. Phantom Touch proc there with every hit. That animation is so dope on Alexander the Sharpshooter on the A1. Rhonda coming in your corner. She's definitely in our corner, guys. I'm very happy with Rhonda. Like, I'm very, very impressed with Platinum that they actually gave us a champion like Rhonda for free, and they gave her strong skills, you know. Attack down is gonna be so massive here, and having that shield from Ultimate Death Knight proccing is massive now. If you have War Master Giant Slayer on the Ice Golem, is dangerous because this can happen more often, you know, proccing his passive, and that is definitely very dangerous, you know. Ooh, Ultimate Death Knight took a lot of damage there, being weak affinity. He got destroyed. So I'm a bit concerned now because we're not gonna have the shield. That attack down needs to stay on the boss. The Brimstone, the HP burn is definitely gonna help us quite a bit. And I feel like we might be out of the danger zone because Rhonda comes in with In Your Corner. And we are melting the Ice Golem on stage 20. 1 minute and 35 seconds. You've seen Ultimate Death Knight got obliterated. But Rhonda, 1.9 million damage. Ninja, 1.3 million damage. Alexander, the Sharpshooter, 700k. Deliana, 400k. And Ultimate Death Knight, he just pretended that he dealt damage in here. You know what? Let's attempt stage 25 as well, guys. I haven't tried it. I just assume that we might be getting wrecked on it. Now, one thing that I could potentially do here is do that. Get more HP in all battles instead of the defense, because that's going to be more beneficial on this dungeon. So let's give it a go. I'm very, very curious. The waves are very, very tanky as well, but we have quite a bit of crowd control with the freeze from Ninja, so that might come in handy. How I mentioned, Deliana on a stun set for dungeons and everything else, she would have been much, much better. I chose to give her a Relentless set, mainly because I thought about Hydra, where it will be more important to have the block buffs. Again, on Hydra, we won't really have everything that we need, but we should still be able to wreck the hard difficulty. I think we can get to a 1 kill with this team without a problem. On Clan Boss, Ultra Nightmare is going to completely obliterate us. No ally protection, no defense up. I feel like we're only going to do around 10 to 15 million damage on Ultra Nightmare if we're going to do Ultra Nightmare. But I really want to do Nightmare instead and see if we can actually get to a 1 kill there, you know. Okay, this can be a bit dangerous here. This can be a bit dangerous. Luckily with the target change, you know. That counter attack comes in nice. Beautiful. We got the leech. Let's heal back before somebody decides to destroy us. Ninja freeze. Thank you. Beautiful. And we're passing the waves. I don't know if we're passing the boss. I feel like it's gonna one-shot the heck out of us. Luckily, we have two Force champions, and they might survive, you know. Deliana might survive, and maybe, who knows, maybe she's gonna get to the point of where she could potentially solo the boss if we're dealing enough damage before he's killing all our team. Now, we're definitely not going to be able to do Fire Knight 25 because the shield is it has a very high counter, and we need to get a lot of extra hits, a lot of passive procs, and that's gonna be a lot of RNG, 100%. Well, here we are. Defense down, attack down on the boss, very important. And slowly, yeah, he's already doing a lot of damage. Like, I feel like we're gonna get wrecked here. being a regular affinity, not strong affinity, I feel like it's gonna be dangerous. Dangerous. Let's see. Okay, we froze them. Okay, that was dangerous on Ronda because of that defense down. If I would have had like resistance on them, which is hard to justify. Oh, we lost Ronda. What a shame. What a shame. I was really counting on her to do a bit of more damage. But we are taking the boss at 50% HP. And I feel like Deliana, she will be able to carry our team from here on together with the rest. Okay, they survive. Ninja survived. That veil on him is very, very powerful because it's a lot of damage reduction. And we are doing stage 25 as well, I think. We're still not out of the danger zone. That strengthen coming in from the passive from Deliana. Very, very nice too, guys. Very, very nice. But that doesn't happen on regular basis, right? It's a passive, so for clan boss it's not gonna be as powerful. But here is actually brilliant. We managed to do stage 25 with these champions on 3 dungeons. Very, very nice. And actually a very good time as well. 3 minutes and 15 seconds is definitely a very decent time, considering that we're not kind of like following mechanics to bring champions that are helping us a lot on the waves and stuff like that. But very impressive. We have Deliana with 1.6 million damage, Ultimate Death Knight with 600k, Alexander with 1.2, Ronda with 2.5 million damage, and Ninja with an impressive 3.3 million damage, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of these exclusive daily login champions? I know a lot of people were hating on these champions. Some of you guys might still be hating on them for whatever reasons out there. Of course, not everybody's gonna like everything. Tastes are kind of like of a different matter here. Stage 20, the main reason is the shield counter, right? Like I won't have enough hits. The boss will continually heal, and that will definitely keep us here either for 5+ minutes to beat stage 25 if we're gonna manage to do it. And if we are gonna manage to do it, it's gonna be a lot of RNG involved. Look at the passive from Ultimate Death Knight. Appreciate it because it's so freaking powerful. Here we are, bang, first wave going down, 26 seconds, pretty nice. Three magic champions, weak affinity here as well. Phantom Touch helps us on the boss, but unfortunately it's only Ronda with it. I don't have any awakening on a Deliana or on a Alexander the Sharpshooter or Death Knight. The Leech is so good as well with the damage that we're doing, because we do have that continuous heal and shield from Ultimate Death Knight, but we definitely need some extra healing every now and then, and it's just brilliant how it comes in play all the time, you know. And proccing a counter attack here and there to get them back on full HP if they lost it, but staying so safe on the HP levels is actually amazing. It definitely shows how much support we have in the team and how much damage we have just being able to melt everything, you know. In your corner again, knocking down that shield for us. Very, very nice. So we are getting there slowly. HP burn, beautiful, beautiful. In your corner again. We're gonna count on that passive a lot in this fight, guys, because we need a lot of hits from Ronda. We need a lot of damage. So if we don't have continuous heal, block heal, sorry, not continuous heal. If we don't have block heal reduction on the boss, he's gonna heal, you know, and that's slowly gonna hold us back a bit. But slowly, we're definitely gonna knock this down. I've tested stage 20 already on all of the dungeons before. In your corner again, nice. We procced a Phantom Touch too, beautiful. So now we start to deal some serious damage. In your corner again, Ronda bringing in the 8-2. Just look at that passive, man. Like, she's such an amazing champion, such a powerful champion, and free for everybody. Free for everybody. Okay, another Phantom Touch proc in there, beautiful. HP burn Ninja, come on, a defense down. An attack down will be important too. Okay, in your corner again. We got a smite on, no defense down, but maybe Alexander the Sharpshooter will do it. We got another in your corner proc, which is awesome, awesome. Another triple hit there. Another in your corner to help us with the shield. That is just so good, you see. That's why, again, and it's, what, a 15% chance? Look at all the damage that she's doing, man. Like, she's She's a killing machine again. That passive proc, absolutely incredible. I love it. I love it. A bit of a phantom touch proc in there. Come on, Ronda, baby. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. In your corner. Is she gonna end the boss on her own? Almost. If another in your corner procs, I feel like it's game over for the boss right before the passive proc. Stage 20 on the Fire Knight, guys. And we have Ultimate Death Knight with 310k damage. Deliana with 600k. Alexander with 488k. Ronda with an impressive 1.8, almost 1.9 million damage. And Ninja with 1.1 million damage. We've beat all the dungeons, guys. So on Fire Knight stage 25, it might be possible. I'm not gonna say it's impossible with this team, but I feel like it's gonna take us a very long time to do it, because the shield requires a few extra hits to get knocked down. If I would have Phantom Touch on a couple of other champions, I would definitely be more confident to do that. But you've seen what they're capable of in dungeons, guys. Let's move over to the clan boss, and then we're gonna do Hydra, and let's see what results we're getting in there. So for the clan boss, I had to change a bit the preset, because I don't want Deliana to use the A2 or the A3. I just want to make sure the leech stays on the boss, you know. That's the main healing source in here, so it's gonna be very, very important. But let's crack on it. Now, I have Ultimate Death Knight in the lead. No matter what I'm gonna do, his passive is still gonna have the 50% chance of getting the hit and getting the stun. So I have no increased defense, I have no ally protection, I have no counter attack. The strengthen from Deliana is not really reliable, it's not gonna proc when we need it. One thing that I do want to mention is, because I don't really have a way of dealing with the stun, I decided to give Ultimate Death Knight a couple of cleansing accessories, and that will give us a 16% chance to remove the stun when we're getting it, you know. This can affect us with attack down. If we are missing attack down on the boss on the big slam, it's gonna be dangerous, and I feel like it's definitely a very high chance for it to happen, you know. I wish I would have had a reflex set on Ultimate Death Knight here. That would have made him much, much better. I don't have poisons and stuff like that, but I still think we're gonna get a pretty decent amount of damage. As long as we're not getting wrecked by the RNG with attack down and the stun and all this, we should be able to get some decent numbers on the Nightmare clan boss. Now, on Ultra Nightmare, we are completely going to get obliterated. The clan boss there deals so much damage. Like, I'm always saying it, when you're doing Nightmare, you're doing 20 million damage there, and you want to transition to Ultra Nightmare, cut your damage by a third easily, because you're gonna end up in doing around 5 to plus million damage to Ultra Nightmare. You're not gonna get half of the damage. It's just such a massive difference in the stats there. In your corner, passive proccing in, very, very nice. Now you see we have no attack down. This can be a massive problem later on when the boss decides to destroy us. This skill hits super hard. We have a smite dropping in on the boss too. This time around it dropped at the wrong moment. Pretty unfortunate. But hey, let's see how we're doing. So far it seems like we are doing around 1 million damage per turn, which is pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. Very, very curious to see if we're going to be able to 1k. In your corner again. Bring me those Giant Slayer procs, the Phantom Touch. Bring me all the damage that we can get. Again, the slam. We don't have the shield on for the slam. That would be important later on to soak some of the damage. The clan boss doesn't hit that hard with the A2 skill, you know. But hey, this is gonna change, because sometimes we're gonna cleanse the stun, sometimes we're not, and that is actually gonna change all the cooldowns of the skills, because when you get the stun, the skill that you have on cooldown is not gonna get decreased once you're gonna get your turn and lose it, you know, with the stun. Just in case if some of you guys didn't know that, I'm just mentioning it. That was very dangerous. We had no attack down. You guys saw that was actually so dangerous. Luckily, we have the leech on, and we managed to get some healing back on my Ronda. But I was like, my God, she's gonna die there, you know, like that was scary. Jesus. That Knight cleanse. My God, you didn't. We really need that attack down here again, because we're getting in the same awkward situation where we have no attack down and it seems like he didn't attempt to do it. We lost Ronda very prematurely, and that's because of the attack down. Unfortunate, really unfortunate with the RNG on this run here, guys. I've actually managed to get 41 million damage before. I've tested it to see like what kind of damage we're getting, and that's why I changed the preset on Deliana as well. She was just prioritizing the other skills too much, and we weren't getting the leech too reliable on. But it seems like we had bad RNG with the decreased attack, because now it seems like we had bad RNG on it, and the boss really took advantage on it and destroyed my Ronda. She could have done so much damage from here on, man. Like, damn. That could have been so nice. Now we had the tag down, we had the shield, you see. It decided that, you know what, we lost Ronda, no problem. I'm gonna be reliable from here on. That's what Ultimate Death Knight decided to say, you know. It seems like Deliana is taking the stand there. It's dangerous if she's getting it as well, because if we're losing the leech debuff on the boss, that can cause a lot of issues with our healing, you know. We're not gonna be able to get back with the healing. Proc a War Master and move the stun to... Nice. 4 turns, 3 extra turns from there. Beautiful. Beautiful. It seems like the stun is still going to her. I find that very strange, because they're all on full HP. It's the strengthen buff that was on them. Or actually, that procced only after. Was no strengthen either. That's so strange, actually. So strange. I'm very curious why is happening, you know. Okay, the stun is gonna go on Ultimate Death Knight now. Don't die. Woo! No cleanse. He's gonna die now, because I don't think he's gonna get to do a move in here to get some healing on. But he landed that attack down right before he went down. I don't have leech on. I really need that leech. Ultimate Death Knight, please. War Master. No, he's dead now. He is dead. Oh, that strengthen saved my team. Turn 35 million damage almost. But we're definitely gonna lose Ultimate Death Knight now. What a shame. We're not gonna have a decreased attack for the next round. And I'm worried about Ninja. Like, I do have that perfect veil on, which could potentially keep him alive, but it didn't. We got pretty close. We got pretty close. If we weren't having that bad RNG and losing Ronda so early, we would have definitely be at 1 key, you know? We just needed Ronda to stay alive another cycle, and we would have been on 40 million damage. But here we are, guys. 37.17. Ultimate Death Knight with 1.6. Deliana with 3.8. Alexander with 5.1. Ronda with 6.2. Ninja with 20 million damage. He's still the MVP in here. Let's move over to Hydra Clan Boss. We're gonna go on hard difficulty again. We have the Head of Torment. We don't really have a way of dealing with it, guys, because I don't have any champions that can really do much against it. I'm still gonna go with Ultimate Death Knight as lead, so we're getting more defense. Alexander the Sharpshooter, and how I mentioned, we're gonna use Jamarsa as the 6th champion for the Hydra. Everyone can get her for free. You do have to work a bit for her, but she can be obtained for free by completing 3 referrals accounts to level 10, which is gonna take you around 15 minutes for all 3 of them, you know. That being said, full auto, I'm not even gonna bother to do anything. We're gonna see if we're able to 1-key hard Hydra with this team. Doing normal is pretty pointless, so we're gonna try this, you know. I still have Ultimate Death Knight to help me with Head of Mischief. I do have defense down AoE, which should be pretty good. I have a bit of HP burn. We should have block buffs from Deliana once she's gonna get on point here. And the rest, yeah, we're gonna see where we're gonna get with it, you know. We have a bit of extra healing too with Jamarsa. What is happening here? It seems that they're prioritizing the Head of Rat, and he had reflect damage, which in a way is good, because we just got to drop the counter from Ronda, so that might allow us to smack a bit more. We're definitely not doing a lot of damage so far, you know. So I'm very curious what sort of damage we're getting here. Like, are we gonna be able to get one of the chests, or we're gonna be humiliated by the Hydra Clan Boss? Very, very curious to see what's happening. Attack down on everybody now. Nice, but now we have the clans. So if I would manual, I gotta mention that. If I would manual, I would definitely get better results. Like, I would prioritize the provoke on the Head of Decay. It might happen every now and then, it might not. But I would be achieving better results, you know? Because manualing, you know when to use the skills. If you're true feared, you're not gonna attempt to waste your skill. You're still gonna attempt to use a basic skill because it's not such a big problem. Okay, we got provoked a bit there. No clans. We got smashed by the Head of Rat. That's actually pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. We're definitely able to do normal difficulty to one kid, but this is definitely getting a bit nastier. Definitely. Now we actually want to smack the Head of Rat. Unfortunately, the AI is not very good here. It's not prioritizing the head that devoured our champions, you know. We need some extra healing. You see, we don't really have enough healing now that Eliana is down. We don't have that leech on the heads. And yeah, the damage is not very impressive. I'm not very impressed with the Oro team for Hydra here. How I mentioned, if I'll manual, we're definitely going to get better results. Approximately 30 to 40% better results with this team. Because I'll be able to control pretty much everything that's happening. Okay, but we do have block buffs now on them. So that's going to be a bit of help. I'm waiting for Jamarsa to revive today, maybe. That would be nice. Beautiful. Ninja. Okay, Ninja got wrecked, so we got to wait for that to get revived. And I feel like the Head of Rat is about to completely obliterate us. Ultimate Dead Knight, shield us. Thank you. That's what we needed. Please shield us. Okay, we are reaching the very first chest in here, guys. So by now we would have one kit the lower difficulty with this team, which is decent. I guess it's harder to optimize it for Hydra, you know. Definitely a bit harder. We revive Ninja. Don't let him die just yet, please. Pretty please. Keep him alive for a bit longer because we need to start healing a bit as well, you know. Would be nice if Deliana would actually land that leech. Oof, target change. What a save. What a save from Ultimate Dead Knight's passive. Because Ninja is still alive. We're landing the HP burn. That brings in a bit of extra damage. And we're still going. Alexander the Sharpshooter is about to get devoured. Right about now. And that's going to be the Head of Mischief. There we go. That is a bit of a problem. Because we need to find a way to deal damage on the Head of Mischief. And we cannot target. So we're relying on the AoE attacks from Rhonda. Or Deliana, which she's not really going to do a lot of damage. We do have attack up on the Head of Rat again, which is getting very dangerous. And 2 more turns left to save our Alexander the Sharpshooter. I have a feeling that we are not going to be able to save him. Unless Ninja, magically, is destroying the Head of Mischief with the A2. And he just did it. Absolutely brilliant. We got it in. Turn 71, we're still going. We are still going. We are not really able to kill any of the heads because the Head of Decay seems to heal them back. Sometimes the Head of Mischief is being sneaky and stealing a continuous heal from us. Oh, we just lost Ninja. That is dangerous because the Head of Torment is shielded and he just devoured my Ninja. Now, that is such an unfortunate situation and it happens so often. It used to happen even more often before when was harder to control the Head of Decay. Now you can provoke the Head of Decay and find a way around it, you know. But before it was just like almost impossible to deal with this situation. Almost impossible. Okay, here we are. We lost Ultimate Dead Knight. Can we reach 10 million? I'll be happy with 10 million of full auto with this team. Very happy because it's full auto. And I would probably add 5 more million to that on manual. And yeah, 15 million damage, decent. Not amazing, but decent. Why are you not healing Ultimate Dead Knight, for example, Jamarsa? Because he was actually on pretty low HP there. What's happening? You don't like him? We lost Ninja, see? Unfortunate. That was the RNG as well. If I would try to do a different run, guys, we could potentially have Ninja still in the game, you know, because maybe a different head was gonna go to devour him. Maybe that head was not gonna be shielded. a lot of factors involved in here. We are reaching 10 count number 100 on the Hydra. We still haven't managed to kill a head, unfortunately. We don't have a lot of crazy damage. Like, we don't have increased attack. We just lost our reviver, so I feel like this is it. Pretty much game over, because we have no Brimstone anymore, no HP burn to assist us with the Head of Mischief. I don't think that Ronda is going to be able to do enough damage with the AoE skills on the Head of Mischief now, regardless, because I was going to say no defense down, but there it is. We got pretty close to 10 million, so on manual, I'm pretty positive that I'm going to do 15 plus million damage, but I didn't want it to manual because that was going to be double the amount of time easily, maybe even more. And yeah, we managed to reach almost 10 million. We got a bit of bad RNG. We lost Ninja and other things like this. We got a bit of bad RNG with the block buffs from Deliana as well. But so far, I feel like fairly decent result. Ultimate Dead Knight 1 million damage, Deliana 1.7, Ronda 1.6, Ninja 4.5, Alexander 950k, Jamarsa doesn't even have War Master, so 62k damage. This is actually pretty impressive, guys. So now that we've seen what the team can do in pretty much most of the content, right? For Arena, I'm still gonna achieve great results, but I gotta pick my fights. And yes, I don't really have everything built for Arena. I need to put Stone Skin on Ultimate Death Knight, put Stone Skin on most of them, and I'm gonna be able to beat quite a few teams in there. But let me show you the builds on all the champions before we are calling it a day here, guys. This is my Ninja. He has 2 Defiant sets, and we have 1 Cruel. Total stats, how I mentioned, +3. You have the Blessing, you have the Faction Guardians, the Max Great Hall. So many extra stats. Like, just add all these things up, and 45k HP, 5.2k attack, 3.4k defense, 193 speed, full crit rate, 237 crit damage. And for some reason, I have a lot of accuracy. Way too much accuracy. Actually, the Blessing gives me 52. That's why. So that's Ninja. Masteries, offense and defense 3, War Master as tier 6. Then, Ultimate Death Knight. We have him on mixed sets. Perception. We have a Resistance and we have an Immortal. 2 Cleansing accessories. Total stats, 49k HP, 5.9k defense, 208 speed, 72 crit rate, 438 resistance, and that was mainly for the Hydra clan boss. You've seen the result on Hydra was not that impressive because I left it on auto. Maybe if I was manualing, maybe I was reaching 1 key on that difficulty. I'm pretty confident that I was gonna smash 15 millions without a problem. Maybe even 1 key it. These are the stats for Ultimate Dead Knight. Masteries, offense, support 3. You see we have a Cycle of Magic to help us out. We have Lasting Gifts. We have Master Hexer. A bit of Thermeter from there. War Master as tier 6. Ronda, baby, Savage and Cruel. This is actually my Arena build that I have on her on my actual account, except a couple of things that I changed to give her more survivability. So we prioritized a bit of more defense. So I probably lost around 1,000 attack or so and some crit damage. But total stats, 30,000 HP, 6.1k attack, 2.8k defense, 210 speed, full crit rate, 250 crit damage. She doesn't require accuracy. And Masteries, I got offense and defense. Of course, I changed the Masteries from Arena to Giant Slayer to work better for our PvE content that we've tested today. Usually I have Helm Smasher and slightly different Masteries. Then I have Deliana, Relentless, Immortal, double counterattack accessories, which you can purchase with clan gold from the clan shop. And 67k HP, 4k defense, 200 speed, 301 accuracy. That's why we prioritized on her, just to make sure we're landing the leech. We have offense, support 3, sniper, master hexer, cycle of magic for Hydra is important, the Thermeter for the rest of the content, very good. And of course, War Master as tier 6. Alexander the Sharpshooter. He is on a Stalwart and a Speed set, mainly because he needs to have survivability too. You see he has a lot of defense because I didn't prioritize a lot of damage on him. I wanted to have more survivability and rely for damage on Ronda and Ninja. 37k HP, 4.4k attack, 3.3k defense, 235 speed, full crit rate, 235 crit damage, 264 accuracy. Masteries, I got offense and defense tree. I wanted to get the retribution. I really wanted to get blast proof to have a bit of damage reduction, considering that the clan boss was gonna hammer us down. War Master as tier 6, very similar with Ninja. And we use Jamarsa in Hydra. She is on Relentless and Immortal as well. Total stats, 71,000 HP, 3.3k defense, 226 speed. And we have a bit of resistance, not enough for Hydra, enough for dungeons. This is my casual build on her. I actually haven't changed nothing on her for this video. And Masteries, we have offense, defense and support tree, sorry. We have a timely intervention as tier 6. That was all for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit longer than usual, but I'm gonna make sure to timestamp everything for you guys to be able to kind of like select whatever content you guys want to watch out of the video. And do let me know in the comments down below if you are one of the persons that used to hate on one of these specific exclusive daily login champions before you got them, and now you absolutely love them because they are so freaking amazing. You know how it is. You might change opinion every now and then. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Peace.